What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in this video I am going to be farming Hyperius a little bit here at overpowered level 8 with this Sniper Zer0. So, what I'm going to have to do is find Hyperius, and he's a little bit deep in this map, which is the Washburn Refinery. However, getting to him isn't that difficult as Sniper Zer0 because Sniper Zer0 can build up a lot of Critical Ascension very quickly in this map, and that makes him excellent for clearing out these robots. So that's pretty good. As we build up Critical Ascension, obviously we will become stronger and stronger, so long as they don't wane too far on us. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Not the sturdiest character in the world, but obviously he hits very, very hard, so it's good stuff. I think there's just this enemy left in this first room, and, he's dead. So we need to get moving on, or our Critical Ascension will deteriorate to a point where it is not as useful. So we need to come down here and get a critical hit on this badass as soon as possible. Perfect. Running through this hallway because there is obviously going to be an enemy at the end of it that we can stop the bleeding of our Critical Ascension off of. So that's good stuff. Speaking of enemies to stop the bleeding of Critical Ascension, there are going to be two power loaders spawning here. Go ahead and kill the first one. Got the second one before it started spinning up, so that's good. We are low on ammo, but that's quite alright. Cool. Now those exploders should have dropped some ammunition for us. Neato. Picking up some of that ammo now. Neat. So now that we have almost 70 stacks of Critical Ascension, enemies dying quite easily for us, so that's cool. Alright, the big guy's dead. Still some enemies here to kill in this next room, though. We have plenty of ammo right now, so that's always good. And then we'll start killing all of these. All right. Just a few more enemies in here to kill, I would imagine. Unfortunately, the game decided to put a sweet, or whoever, built this map, put a sweet-ass fucking barrel back there, so that really made everything a lot better for us. I hate barrels. I just think that they only detract from the combat. You built a beautiful combat system and then you ruin it by putting shitty fucking barrels everywhere that ruin a large number of strategies and hamper almost all others. Anywho. Couple more enemies to kill in this next room. I guess they're not necessary kills by any means. We'll just leave them. I'm going to go ahead and go into my menu here. That will cause all of my Critical Ascension to tick down, which is, just fine because we're about to build it back up on that little guy there. And I needed to have it tick down so that I could knock his legs off, or at least knock him down without having him die. So, going to put on a blockade shield here. I think that's a little bit better for fighting Hyperius, and we'll drop both of those items in favor of a Chaotic Neutral Rogue and a Stockpile Relic. Cool. We'll also drop this rifle in favor of that one. And then we'll buy a bunch of ammo. Cool. And we are also going to have to put on that, unfortunately. Okay. So, now we'll begin to get Critical Ascension from this little feller. We'll still bore him, but obviously having a little bit of Critical Ascension is only going to make it a little bit easier. So, just kind of trying to put as many shots on target right now as we can. 3 whole magazines should get us up above 100 with 100% efficiency. So that worked out really well. And go ahead and shoot Hyperius there. Wait for that first thing. Neat. Cool. So now that I got these guys grouped up, I can put them all into shielded mode at about the same time, but unfortunately I took some damage there, so wanted to be careful about putting them into shielded mode because obviously that will make Hyperius do a Nova, and I wanted my shield to be up for that. Hyperius is a little bit away from the bots. That's bad strategy on my part, but we can always fix that. Watching out for those. And now we're going for some bore on him. I'm just not very good at boring Hyperius, so feel safer with the Critical Ascension. I feel aggravated that that fucking road blocks forward momentum. I guess I would have to jump to get over it. That is super aggravating. Also aggravating is this boss fight. I am not a fan. How has that not wrecked him? There we go. Okay. So now he's finally all dead and stuff. We'll take a look at what we've got from him so far. We've got a Resistance Relic. We've got a Tattler. Tattler is obviously a very good SMG, one of the best in the game. Then we'll go ahead and collect a few more items. Included in Hyperius's common drops as far as Seraph items go are the Tattler, the Retcher, the Evolution, I think those are the main 3. And then legendary items he likes to drop the Hornet, the Shredifier, the Sledge's shotgun, and the Norfleet, I believe. So, we'll continue to look for those items now. I did such a poor job the first time, we are going to need to restack Critical Ascension, so that's my bad. We'll try to do better about that in the future, but it doesn't take that long just to build up a little bit of Critical Ascension, which makes you oh so much safer when you only have 130 rounds to spend. A maximum of 130 once you put the Bone of the Ancients on. Alright, so that grenade's right there. Hopefully he doesn't throw another one of those. Do one more magazine here. If Hyperius had like an obtainable critical hit spot, it would be a lot different. Alright. I cannot believe I didn't get that first, or that out wide bot, but whatever. Alright, Alright, so they're all unshielded. He's right there. How is this not dealing more damage to him? Alright, surely that bodes well for us getting another finish here. I would have to think. Come here, you fucker. Shit. I need my shield to come up right now. Alright, worked out. I need him to drop his shield so that I can finish him off. Fuck! I don't know why he did so many Novas in a row, but I think we should be able to get a second win. Okay, so he's dead again. Another time, another shitty run. But whatever. We'll continue to look over the gear pile, I guess. I got a Retcher this time. A purple double Malawan pistol, so neat. Alright. You guys need to do better at being boar bait. Alright, so 2 runs, not doing so well so far. That was a resistance relic. I decided not a stockpile relic or something. I would really love to have a purple sniper stockpile relic. That would make me very happy, but it is something that is indeed quite rare, so oh well. Go at it again here, putting on the chaotic neutral and a stockpile relic for stacking. Okay. I'm hoping we start getting some more active boar action going on. That would be really good, but we'll see. Just a little bit more to push into this guy, and then we're going to be moving to the big guy again. Alright, so that happened. There we go. It finally worked as intended. Seemed like it was very hard for me to get the as intended behavior there. But it worked, so that's good. Hopefully I didn't do a bad thing here by not restocking on ammo and Critical Ascension stacks, but we'll see how it goes. Really, that didn't get that one, huh? That's a really bad waste of my grenades to start, but whatever. Hey, there we go. 2 in a row, pretty good boar action. Alright, I guess I'm going to go ahead and restock on stuff now since I'm obviously so low on grenades. So, picking up a couple items to potentially sell as we walk out of here, and then we might need to turn around and actually look at the gear pile without the robots accosting us. But first, let me drop my gear so that we can actually buy the appropriate amount of ammunition. Neat. We can sell Retcher, Tattler, recoup a little bit of our cash. And then we'll go see what Hyperius has actually dropped here, because with the robots assaulting me, I wasn't too keen on standing there and looking every time. Rubberized slag singularity, that's a real kick in the teeth. Had a decent fuse time, but obviously using a rubberized grenade is just so not advisable. There is a sniper on the ground, so that's fairly handy. In case we need to get more ammo, there are 2 snipers on the ground, so that's really nice, actually. Protection relic here. It's purple variety, but I do believe there is a better bone of the ancients variety. I don't know what it is, whether it's skin or protection of the ancients or whatever, but still. Alright, so it doesn't appear that Hyperius has dropped an orange item for us yet, but then again, it took Pete a little while to drop the Pearlescent Storm for us recently, so I guess we'll keep farming for him. Alright, so the next step will be to stack a little bit of Critical Ascension using this little feller, and then after that, it will be to run in and kill Hyperius and such. He's still a little bit confused about what's going on, I would imagine. It took him a little while to start shooting at me this time. I can understand why it would be confusing. Someone pulls out some really crappy gun just to drill into you. You know, you could program a robot to understand it, obviously, but it's not the easiest thing for a machine to comprehend, perhaps. Hey. Alright, so now we want to get a couple of these out there. Looks like those were well placed. Alright, so Hyperius, he be almost dead and stuff, and we're going to want to kill him, because he's going to be trying to kill us, which is so inexcusably rude. Get another Retcher here. See what else is dropped, perhaps. Damn, that's rude. These guys should really die once Hyperius is dead. Now that we got it down to just one, though, we can actually look at what's dropped here. Purple grenade, not the purple grenade I'm looking for. Obviously, I am in perpetual search of a better slag transfusion grenade, but it does seem highly unlikely that we'll ever come across such an item. Proficiency relic here, cooldown rate 45%. That is, I think, a perfect, or very close to perfect, proficiency relic. Unfortunately, it is not a sniper stockpile relic, but the search continues. Still no orange item from him, which does seem a little bit disappointing, obviously, but we can keep trying. And trying and trying and trying and trying. Definitely disappointed so far in the bounty that we have reaped from yonder Hyperius, but that's okay. I'm also not a fan of how offensively bright his arena is. It's not the most pleasant thing on my eyes, but whatever. Just go ahead, work up above 100 Critical Ascension stacks again, and then we'll be off to fight Hyperius. it doesn't take too long just to put 3 magazines into this dude, so I see it as a definite benefit to my farming of Hyperius. Because before, when I've tried to farm him in the past, sometimes I'd get what I thought was a magnificent boar, and it ends up only doing about 1/3 of Hyperius's health, and yet it kills all 3 bots except for 1, and it just doesn't work out well for me in those situations sometimes. Alright, so I have to wait for my shield to recover a little bit. This is one of those situations where I thought I got a sweet boar on Hyperius, but instead, not really.
And I disappear, a ghost amidst the combat, preparing to strike.
Alright, so I think I'm just going to have to wear into him like this. Luckily, I think I have enough ammo for it. I just got to watch my health. Shit. That was exactly what I didn't want to do. Alright, hopefully I can get a second wind here. If he keeps his butthole right above me, that works out very well for Pimpernel Boar, so that was sweet. Alright. Continue to look at the things we have acquired, including Seraph crystals. I wish we could actually buy a Slag O negative, but unfortunately you cannot buy that. I would also like to buy a better blockade than the one I have, but that's another one of those items that unfortunately, for whatever reason, you cannot buy. And I really don't know why they would choose to make that design decision. It really is disappointing to have only a few of the Seraph items, in my opinion, be truly desirable, and then those ones, like the Interfacer, like the ones I had just mentioned, aren't available for purchase. It just is so very, very disappointing. The blockade and the O negative were the two that I was trying to bring to mind there. Regardless, I actually need to put on the right gear. Hopefully he throws a grenade at it or something. Like I said, just going to get up above 100 stacks again, and that'll be wonderful. I also like that his grenades at this point in time are hitting the vending machine, and his gun is hitting the ramp. That makes it very easy to stand here and just hit this guy over and over again. Perfect. That didn't hit Hyperius. Alright, so that's that. Ah, that was a really bad grenade throw. I think I accidentally took those guys out further back than they start. Regardless, we've almost got them back in. Okay, so I feel like we're at prime boring location or position, but Hyperius might think otherwise because he often doesn't like to get bored as easily as I would like him to, but that time it worked out very, very fucking well. That was sweet. Okay. You die, you fucking little thing. Stand there in your shield and shit. Hate you. Alright. Another turtle shield, or... Still not getting anything that I desire, unfortunately. What Seraph item did he drop this time? I'm not entirely... Oh, holy shit! We actually did get the Norfleet. Imagine that luck. That is quite excellent. I hope that hadn't been there for a long time. I think I remember passing over it just a minute ago, but I think it had just dropped. I hope. Anyway, yeah, it took a little while to find it, but we finally found a Norfleet, so that's good. I guess I'll finish this by getting that in the pink challenge, and then running on out of this map. We'll take a look at our Norfleet as soon as I kill this little fucker. I don't want to lose my Critical Ascension stacks before I kill him, despite the fact that we only have 30 or so. Perfect. Fuck that guy. Alright. So, we got the Norfleet. We got a purple Torg launcher here as well. Good shit. Good shit. Let's take a look at that Norfleet as soon as I check out the rest of this gear. Alright. Looking at that Norfleet now, we can see that a slag Norfleet truly isn't the best thing imaginable. We also can see that it has a TDOR grip on it, not that great. TDOR stock, I really don't know what that does, and I'm not sure what site that is. I think that's the Torg site. But yeah, that's how a Norfleet works. Oh god, it's only a one-shot per mag Norfleet. It's a pretty bad one. That's alright, though. The Norfleet has been acquired, so fuck you, Hyperius, and we're going to work our way out of here now. We spent some time working our way into here, so we could just save quit, but, you know, it's a battle to get out of here. Not really, not a huge battle, but a battle nonetheless, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So there's my Banberry Pimpernel. Neato. We'll go ahead and buy a rocket ammo too. We can sell that. I don't know why that doesn't have a star on it. We can go ahead and sell that since we're so low. I'm going to put that in the bank just because it is a relatively rare item. We'll go ahead and sell that. Obviously, we don't want to sell our level 18 Droog. That thing is phenomenal for us. We can definitely sell that thing wherever it came from. We farmed this a little while ago. We can go ahead and sell it, as well as this corrosive grenade. These two hoplite shields can both get out of my inventory. This evolution. I don't know why I would need an evolution, but that's kind of a dank one. So we'll keep it for now. And then we'll move forward. Cool. There'll be some enemies in this room. We will kill them. I thought about killing them earlier, but they're violent. They know I killed Big Daddy. They probably refer to Hyperius as Big Sexy. The funniest nickname of a mid-90s pro wrestler, in my opinion. I believe that was Kevin Nash. Some people get real into wrestling, and then some people get real mad because wrestling is inherently fake. But the wrestling fans know it's fake, just like a soap opera is fake, or a lot of reality TV shows are inherently fake. People still enjoy it. I'm just not included among that group. However, I don't ridicule wrestling fans by any means. Some people like to and whatever, but it's no stupider than any other fandom of, you know, like niche things. Obviously, like a fandom for oxygen and water, I guess that's not very weird at all. But you know, as far as liking any particular genre of entertainment, I see no problem with it. One thing that is interesting is the idea that some people have that there are no legitimate athletes in pro wrestling. But that's not exactly the case, because there are a lot of collegiate wrestlers that end up, you know, doing the entertainment wrestling. And those are those are definite legitimate athletes by any evaluation, you know. And Brock Lesnar had a, you know, pretty solid return to the UFC. He more or less dominated Mark Hunt for multiple rounds. His stand-up game didn't look that great, but obviously Mark Hunt is a world-class striker, especially at the heavyweight division, and he has the knockout power to put anyone away. So you wouldn't expect a collegiate wrestler to go against a K1 champion and stand up against him. So I didn't think it was a bad performance by any means. I hope that Brock will continue to fight in the UFC. I think it's exciting, obviously. John Jones is an absolute piece of shit. I really quite hate that guy. And I really cannot stand for the crowd's treatment of Daniel Cormier wrestle-fucking Anderson Silva either. I mean, why would anyone stand with Silva? They're like, you know, maybe a handful of people in the world who should, like, stand with Silva. Luke Rockhold, maybe, you know, a couple of the heavyweights, or, you know, certainly, but Silva's not fighting heavyweights. So, you shouldn't stand with Anderson Silva. It's just stupid. And I think that, obviously, Daniel Cormier knew that, and I think the crowd is stupid and relatively unappreciative and taking things for granted if they don't appreciate Daniel Cormier's complete dominance of Anderson Silva. Obviously, Anderson Silva is a little bit removed now from his dominance. He's aging and everything else, but still, you know, Anderson Silva is dangerous on the ground. The size difference between Cormier and Silva is quite large, but, you know, Silva is still a very formidable fighter, and if they're giving people like Henderson and Bisping title shots, and obviously big props to Bisping for stepping in and KOing Rockhold like that, that's quite amazing. You know, I don't see it as entirely unlikely that Anderson Silva could again recapture the middleweight title. I'm not a huge Anderson Silva fan, but I could see it as a possibility. Do I not have a rapier in here? I don't know why I don't have a rapier. Whatever. I can always get a rapier later. Neato. So that's that. That's farming for Norfleet at overpower level 8, guys, with Sniper Zer0. It's good that we were able to find it. You know, it could have dropped as another one of Hyperius's legendary items, like the Sledge's shotgun, the Hornet, etc. So it's definitely good that we got it, and I think it's pretty cool. As always, guys, you know, if you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.